set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Nashville. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and that'll bring up second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. It's Eckler again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. Touchdown, L.A.! Josh Palmer, 39 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They begin with Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and he worked all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A handoff, running left, Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Second and 2. A give to Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. The
throw on third down with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
2nd and 11. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They're going to look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He's got Allen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Again, Herbert. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Herbert throwing again. That's caught right side by Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Second and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Looking to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room here to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Titans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We said we use them to start the second half and get us going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there. And
the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 22. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Holding offense.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 54 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. That pass complete to Moore. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On first down, Spears. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now back to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He gets this one to Burks. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 143 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Derrick Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd and short to get to the tight end. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They started on the ground with Eckler. A little juke. And he's got some space here. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Let's go. Let's ride. Let's ride.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry, but that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Pay attention. Let's roll. With me, baby. Do this.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.